Welcome everyone to Reddit on Wiki. My name is Josh Shell, and with me as always are my two wonderful co-hosts, John and Sean. What is up, my name-rhyming friends?
What is up?
What's up, Wikimaniacs?
You just combined our names this week, huh?
Yeah, it's episode 7 or 8. People get it. I can't introduce you anymore.
They know the vibes.
Yeah. Sean's a little sore today, Wikimaniacs. Do you want to tell the people why, Sean?
I guess. Have you guys ever worked out? I usually don't ever do that. So I worked out today and I can't lift my arms. My shoulders are on fire. I was like, yeah, let's do a podcast right after we record. I'll be okay. It's fine. That was a lie. I feel like absolute shit, Wikimaniacs. It's bad. It's all around a bad time, but we're going to push through it. It'll be good.
He's looking swole, though, so we'll give him a round of applause for that.
Looking thicker than a motherfucker.
We're not talking about muscles.
If you guys can see the video right now, his like chest is puffing, like this fool's veins are showing up. I'm like, God damn, son.
I'm absolutely naked.
Sexy boy here.
Yeah, I'm going to be distracted all episode. It's going to be difficult, but we'll try and manage. Reddit on Wiki, of course, is a podcast where each week one host takes a topic, terribly researches it online, and presents it to their co-host. If this is your first time listening, hi. That's it. Before we hop on today's topic, I want to give a huge thanks to everyone who's reviewed, shared, and downloaded the podcast. I also wanted to let you know that once we hit 50 total reviews on Podchaser, Apple Podcasts, or Good Pods, we will have a draw of everyone that has reviewed, and the winner of the draw will get a t-shirt of their choice from our store. So if you love or hate the show, leave a review and let us know. If you love the show, you'll get an awesome shirt to wear. And if you hate the show, you'll get an awesome shirt to burn because I hand make them with turpentine soaked into the fabric.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
Truly big cult energy.
That's right. That's my other podcast, if you don't know. Now, segues are difficult, but not if you do them terribly. Today's episode is a little different than my normal, usually depressing history episodes. Today I chose a fun one. We'll be doing a list of the 7 strangest superheroes. Why 7, you might ask? Ooh. Because I enjoy alliterations, and that's all I needed to make my title. So for this list, there were tons of potential superheroes I could have chosen. Comic books have been around for a very long time, and even the greatest comic book writers run out of ideas. But before we start, do either of you have any superheroes in mind that could have made this list?
Ragman.
Ragman. Is that a real superhero? Like
he is real.
Okay.
He is a DC character. I used to watch Arrow when Arrow was good. And Ragman was definitely a side character. He had a dope costume, but I think his powers were just making rags.
Really?
He like shoots out rags out of his hands and like ties people up, or he'll like disappear into rags or some shit like that.
What the hell?
Just a worse Spider-Man then.
Yeah.
Interesting. What about you, John? You got any?
Man, you know what? I am going to go because I love SpongeBob with a passion in such a wrong way. So I'm going to go with Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy as the weirdest superheroes.
Oh, that's fair. Dementia-ridden old people that can speak to fish. That's a good one. Well, those are good picks. Those could have easily made the list. Definitely Ragman could be up there. But without further ado, let's jump into the 7 strangest superheroes. Leaping into number 7 slot is an ordinary man named Eugene Patillo. Eugene's dad, Vincent, was a failed inventor for most of his life until one day he managed to invent electrical-powered coils. Using these coils, Vincent did the only sane thing he could and put them into a frog suit so that he could jump higher.
Frogman?
It is Frogman, yeah.
Oh, I was
God damn it.
Yeah, I actually had nothing.
Sean's gonna know all these.
I mean, I've never heard of this guy, but I was like, okay, a frog suit. I mean, superhero names aren't awfully creative.
Yeah, so
his superpowers are riveting.
So this one actually isn't Frogman because this is his dad, Vincent, who becomes a supervillain known as Leapfrog.
There you go.
This quickly resulted in him ending up in jail because in a world where Spider-Man exists, leaping really high doesn't compare.
So is this guy in the Spider-Man verse or
Yes.
Spideyverse, whatever? Okay.
Yeah, he's in Marvel. Yeah, so he's not very powerful comparatively.
Jesus.
Eugene, distraught over his father going to prison, found the costume and began to wear it himself, this time vowing to save people instead of harming them. In one instance, Eugene found himself battling alongside Spider-Man and the Human Torch against the criminal known as Speed Demon. You can probably assume he's fast. I didn't look that up, but after accidentally defeating the criminal, he decided to rename himself the Fabulous Frogman.
That's fab. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So wrapping this hero up, I want to give you a list of the Fabulous Frogman's abilities and weaknesses. So Eugene obviously had the suit, which allows him to leap heights of 6 stories per jump. So pretty high.
That's not bad. Cool. Yeah, that saves you an elevator ride.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's like a third of a skyscraper in New York. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. That's pretty
not
good.
Bad.
That's a rooftop bar, easy access, VIP.
Yeah, he just leaps up there. It could be kind of cool. However, it is actually a weakness because it states the springs in Frogman's suit make it almost impossible to stay in a straight line. He has considerable navigational problems when moving. So not only does he have the dumbest power, he can't even control it and just kind of goes wherever it takes him.
They nerfed his already shitty power.
Yeah.
Why? You can jump high, but not straight.
Yeah, exactly. No. So it's just all over the place.
Jesus.
Now, Eugene does have one more ability listed here that absolutely ties his character off in a nice bow. It states that Frogman can read American Sign Language.
Respect, that's good. He's adaptable and okay.
Yeah, I don't know when that comes in handy, but he can do it. So that's really all that matters, right?
When he's jumping when he's jumping up in the air, he'll know what floor he's on at least.
If he runs into a deaf man, he will know which way to go.
That's an ability. That's just like we could learn sign language.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. We could also put the Frogman costume on. So
that's fair, but at least sign language is like a real thing. We could just do that today.
I mean, listen, by the looks of this, like you could probably build this. It's not like it's just like a mini, like you could just rocket yourself up. You have no guidance or anything. You could build this. No problem.
All I'm saying is like, I hope this guy never becomes a downloadable character for a Super Mario game. You know how fucking frustrating would that be? Just jumping random spots. You never know where you're going to land. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he is definitely a weird one, but that is the Fabulous Frog. He may not be the most powerful superhero, but he sure is unforgettable.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
There's so many more puns. There's so many more puns.
Actually, I love you right now. I don't think I've ever felt this way about possibly another person I've never met in my life up until this moment.
I won't tell your wife.
No.
I met her. I'm saying like I've never met you in real life.
True, that's true. I also started this off with leaping into number 7, so just a backtrack pun.
I'm so proud.
Oh, you're gonna hate it by the end of this because I have put puns in a lot of the spots here.
I love it.
Oh no.
Sean is like, when can I quit?
Hey, you made me read porn twice.
That's true. That's a fact.
Smut. We would say smut.
Yeah, it's your turn to take it, Sean.
Oh, God.
No lube.
No lube. Oh, God. Moving on to number 6 and 5. We have a 2-for-1 special. This tone-deaf duo is part of the group known as the New Warriors, a group of characters that were created by the writer Daniel Kibblesmith and Luciano Bicho. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Announced in March 2020, when the world had a billion other things to worry about, the New Warriors still managed to make headlines for being quote, "the worst idea Marvel has had since the second Thor movie," end quote. That's not a quote from any news outlet. That's just a quote from myself, who's still upset about that movie. Now, this group of 5 new superheroes aren't all bad. First off, you have Screen Time, a teenager who gets connected to the internet and basically acts as the new age super genius. You have B Negative, a goth teenager who essentially has vampire powers. And there is Trailblazer, a foster child whose magic backpack allows her to pull out random useful objects to fight crime.
A bag of holding.
So a bootleg Inspector Gadget?
Yeah, basically.
It's just grown-up Dora the Explorer.
Can you find Swiper?
Yeah.
They're not terrible. They're maybe a little uninspired or boring, but they're fine superheroes. But it's not until we get to the final 2 superheroes in this group to find out why people were upset. The final 2 heroes happen to be twins, and one of the twins is Marvel's first non-binary character. So far, so good. The first twin can materialize snowflake-shaped shuriken projectiles to throw at their enemies, and the other can materialize pink force fields but can't inhabit them and can only protect others. So not bad powers, and it's nice to see Marvel including a non-binary character in their comics. However, the outrage came with the naming of the superheroes, which I have purposely left out. John or Sean, can you think of what they would name these heroes to piss everyone off?
So Snowflake and Shurikens, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Libby.
What?
I don't know, because liberals are usually called snowflakes, so Libby, maybe.
John's on the right
wouldn't
track.
It might just be Snowflake, right?
Sean is correct. One of them is named Snowflake. What is the other one named? Creates
what
force
would be
fields?
outrageous?
Something about Wall.
No, but that's
Please
funny.
tell me something about Wall. Is it Wall? Is it something about walls?
Pink. Is pink in the name?
I got nothing.
I don't know.
All right, I'll save you guys from the trouble. You got the first one, Snowflake, which I'm very, very pleased with. The other one is named Safe Space.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's pretty obvious why people were outraged.
Sounds like a fucking, a number you call if you want to talk.
I feel like liberals have a hard enough time as it is dealing with Fox News and all that stuff. So it's like, why go out of your way to make it even more in your face and annoying?
Right.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. Like, why
Safe space?
The people that are going to make fun of these characters more ammo to make fun of them. Like, just give them cool superhero names and treat them like everyone else. Like, that's what they're asking for.
Don't give them ammo. You know how much they love their damn guns. Shit.
Bro.
They love those things. Many were obviously outraged by the characters. One tweet by Gigawatt Conduit said, quote, "Look, I'm sure everyone at Marvel has the best of intentions, but by God, read the room on naming 2 black, non-binary characters Snowflake and Safe Space," end quote. And I think that wraps it up very...
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
It's like dead on arrival with those names.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the fact that you try to make them progressive heroes, which is good, like in story, make them progressive, but don't make it so obvious or in your face. Just make them cool. I don't know. I mean, it seems easy to just make cool characters, man. Their powers are already cool.
They were doing so well with the other 3. They had like Screen Time, B Negative, Trailblazer. They're all pretty good names. Like,
those are pretty fire names, right?
Yeah, they don't slap you in the face with it, but they're like new age terminology. I'm sure they could have found something else to call them, and it's just baffling that in 2020 they still came out with that.
You done goofed, Marvel. You done goofed.
They done goofed. I think they got canceled. So
even with the other ones, it's like, damn, we're really running out of names here. Fucking a blood type as a vampire superhero.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's better than Frogman. We can all agree on that.
That's fair. That's fair.
They can at least control the direction that they go towards.
Yeah.
Yes. Fair enough.
Safe Space. What an awful name. I can't get over that one.
Sean can't get over that. Sean's more angry than the Twitter people.
Sean's heated right now, bro.
Yeah. He's lifting his arms. He's so angry. I didn't think he could do that.
I wish I could. I wish I
got
could.
adrenaline back. Let's hit this fucking workout again.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Too far.
Yeah. Now, those two might be controversial, but it's time to move on to the most controversial hero on this list. Number 4.
Oh.
Named Ashley Crawford, later changing her name to Bertha Crawford, she was created by John Byron and first appeared in the West Coast Avengers. They're like the regular Avengers, but have a surfer bro accent and are constantly smoking weed.
Nice.
Sign me up, dude.
At an early age, Ashley discovered her mutant abilities to completely control the distribution of her body tissue. Using this power, she created the quote-unquote perfect physique and became the highest paid fashion model in the country. However, after a large cry for superheroes, Ashley donned her superhero persona, Big Bertha. You see, not only could Bertha alter her appearance to be smaller, she could also make herself large. Very large. Along with her size, she also gained superhuman strength, being able to lift 50 tons at her peak. The strength also... Yeah, I know. How much did you lift today, Sean?
25 pounds.
So, pretty close.
Repeatedly, though. Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Don't hype me up, John. Don't hype me up. Don't lie to these people.
This isn't his peak, okay, guys?
You may not like it, but this is what peak masculinity looks like, y'all.
The strength also translates to her legs, allowing her to jump great distances. And I believe her and Frogman would be very hoppy together. There we go, I nailed it.
God damn it.
I love it. I'm like a proud father right now.
So far they're
happy.
mostly frog puns, but
Very heavy on the frog puns.
yeah, that's the last frog pun, I believe. No promises, but her extra mass also gives her superhuman durability, making her resistant to high caliber bullets, extreme temperatures, and falling from great heights. The controversy doesn't come until Bertha has to revert back to her regular form. In order for her to return to normal, she must expel the excess mass. And some of you will maybe see where this is going.
She gotta shit it out?
Nope. To expel this mass, she must induce vomiting. That's right. Every woman with body dysmorphia, there is a superhero that reinforces your worst fears.
Man,
No, a bulimia superhero?
Yeah, I don't understand what terrible monster came up with this and how Marvel let this pass, but it is just awful. Like what a terrible way to show body dysmorphia like that. Like it's awful.
Right. That's super tone deaf.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's in the 80s, so absolutely, but still it is bad.
Everything up till there I was pretty in. Like Big Bertha is even I think it's sort of a cool name. It's better than Frogman or Snowflake. But it's like, why would you make a supermodel superhero that also has to throw up? Like, nah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the stigma too, right? Of a lot of supermodels, like they suffer that. Type of.
Yeah. It's not hard to see where they got their inspiration from, which is terrible.
Fucking Big Bertha sounds like a character from Orange is the New Black.
That is true. Actually, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So if I were to remake this character, just hypothetically, if you were to bring it into today's standards, I would just make them be a plus size model who is comfortable in their own skin and who just owns bad guys with their super strength. Not that hard. Pretty easy, right?
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
The body transforming is pretty cool. Like you could look however you want.
Yeah.
I mean,
listen, if she didn't have to expel like that, I think it would be if she just could morph back into whatever she wanted to look like, then that would be fine, I think.
Exactly.
It still kind of feeds into the body dysmorphia thing, but it's way less tone deaf.
But
I mean, growing up, I don't know if any of you guys used to watch Dragon Ball Z, but when Majin Buu was around, when he was the big jolly one, he was my favorite. And I'm just like, damn, that looks like me when I take a shower. Like, Jesus, I can relate to this fool. Like he eats everything and he's just happy all the time.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
Anyway, we'll move on from that terrible character because That was definitely a big problem.
Was that another one?
It
Damn
was,
it.
it was a week.
I'll let that one slide.
Week one.
You're fine.
Thanks, John. Thanks. As the king of puns, I appreciate that. We're going to start moving into the weird ones now as we move into number 3. Tenzil Kem was born on the planet Bismol. Yes, like Pepto-Bismol. And you'll see why in a minute.
Oh, no.
Is he pink?
No, he's just regular. He's like a
okay.
Yeah, regular human-looking guy.
I was gonna say that was a pretty good transition from Majin Buu to something pink.
God damn it! I wish.
Damn it!
Natives of Bismol found that microbes on their food made it inedible. So naturally, the people evolved the ability to eat all matter, except of course the microbes on their food, because that's how comic books work. Tenzil didn't have a great start as a superhero, though. Shortly after being accepted into the planet's political system, he saved the universe by eating the indestructible device known as the Miracle Machine, causing him to go insane. While he was insane, he basically enslaved his entire planet and became a multimedia celebrity. When he was cured, he didn't become much better of a person, as he used the planet's tax funds to take frequent trips to Earth and other planets, where he joined the Legion of Superheroes and became known as Matter Eater Lad.
Is this Jeffrey Bezos?
I think this is what he plans on becoming, yes.
Shit. We gotta brace ourselves.
I mean, at this point, he's a good guy. He's using his powers for good. He's just not a good person necessarily.
Yeah.
And speaking of powers, here's a breakdown of Matter Eater Lad's powers. He has the power of superhuman digestion, giving him the ability to consume an unlimited amount of matter, solid, liquid, or gas. And once
that's what I want.
That's true. Then you could do all the TikToks in one day.
I could fucking eat everything. Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
He once hollowed out an entire meteor in 1 minute.
Jesus.
Yeah, a large meteor too, not just a regular size. He's getting the big ones. Along with this power, his taste buds are also able to instantly analyze the composition of anything he shoves in his mouth. He has super digestive enzymes, allowing him to break down hard objects like steel. And he has a super speed metabolism, allowing him to metabolize food instantly.
That's a superpower. That's the one I want. Give me that shit, bro.
I'm going back to SpongeBob, man. That's Plankton's wife right there.
Oh, true. Yeah, damn.
Wait, I mean, I might not be super up to date on SpongeBob, but I thought his wife was a computer.
Yeah. But the wife, remember that episode where he stole the Krabby Patty? And then he dumped the Krabby Patty, and then he was able to analyze what's in it. And it was like plankton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's him right now. That's that motherfucker right here.
Only John would be able to pull that one out. How much SpongeBob do you watch?
Let me just, I know you guys can't see this right now, but this is my pen holder. It's Doodle Bob.
Jesus.
That's how much I love SpongeBob.
That's awesome. I love that.
I was going to ask my wife to have this shit on my ring finger as a tattoo, but she declined.
Oh, damn. That's unfortunate.
But it looked like it was holding your ring when you were wearing it?
No, I don't wear my ring, like our wedding ring. So I was gonna say, like, hey, you love SpongeBob too. Let me have a Doodle Bob as my ring tattoo.
Holy moly.
She didn't go for it.
She didn't go for it. I think
a big
she was okay with me like having the one true ring as my wedding band. So I think that was the max.
I think that's about as nerdy as you can go. So you're there. But yeah, that is Matter Eater Lad. Definitely strange. It is a strange power, and he is a strange guy. But it's time to get into the real strange. I hope you're all able to digest that last superhero, but we are on to number 2.
Josh, that was abysmal.
Wikimaniacs, you can't see it, but both John and I were shaking our heads very, very hard.
Was it Pepto-Bismol?
Josh didn't catch my... Yes.
I caught it. Don't worry. Now, this hero is just wild. To start it off, do you guys know the things that you drive on? Do you know what they're called?
Roads.
Cars? Roads?
Correct. Roads, Sean. Cars.
Streets.
You don't drive on cars.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yes, roads, or more accurately, a street. Created by Grant Morrison and Brendan McCarthy, Danny the Street first appeared in Doom Patrol. Their name is a play on the French female impersonator.
Oh.
Sean knows this one.
Sean knows
Yeah.
this.
He watched
Yes.
the show.
I watched the show and then I was like, what the fuck is happening? That whole show is what the fuck is happening?
Sean knows what's going on. Their name is a play on a French female impersonator, Danny LaRue. LaRue obviously translating to the street. Streets are usually genderless. However, Danny is described as being male and trans. So I'm not 100% sure if that means Danny transitioned to male or female. And I'm not sure how that works with concrete with no genitalia, but we're going to skip all that. I do know that Danny's sidewalks are usually lined with hyper-masculine stores like gun shops and sporting goods, but are decorated with frilly pink curtains and lace. So I'm pretty sure
Good
that's
God.
problematic, but we'll skip all that.
Kind of stereotypical, but
Yeah, not great probably, but it's a street. I don't know how mad you can get about it.
there.
So Danny is slow to anger, but when they do become mad, it is a relentless rage. And I didn't see this written anywhere, but I hope they called it road rage.
What have you done? What have you done, John?
Danny's powers consist of molecular reconstruction. Once turning themselves into an entire planet, Danny can reconstruct itself an infinite amount of times, making them indestructible. They are also able to teleport, which kind of makes the whole road thing obsolete. But Danny, however, is an extremely popular character within the LGBTQ plus community. And in a 2020 interview, the creator Morrison said, quote, "Back in the day when he was created in the late 1980s, we didn't have a term like genderqueer or non-binary. They just didn't exist. There were no names, and I think that it's really good now that the characters like that can show up and be slotted into the world we live in. Suddenly, Danny's genderqueer, and it makes it more sense. It has something to say to the society that we're living in now, where people in the margins have been able to get into the center of it more." End quote. And I think it's a beautiful quote to leave Danny the Street on.
That is.
Yeah. Do they do anything in the show, Sean?
It's been like a year and a half since I watched it, but I feel like he like showed up in the town they were in, and then he gave like there's like a gay character on the show, and I think he was able to like come out with the help of Danny the Street.
Oh, nice.
It was a year and a half ago. I'm sure there was like, cool stuff that happened. Like it was a very emotional episode, but like that's what I remember. But again, don't quote me on that,
Where is this from? What show?
Doom Patrol.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's,
it's on HBO.
Yeah. That I've always wanted to watch that show, but never got around to it. Maybe I will now that I know one of the characters.
It's good. The whole show is super fucking weird. And I feel like I had to watch it, like rewatch some parts because I didn't know what was happening. But it's good.
Nice.
I thought you were gonna say you have to watch it like Pineapple Express, but I thought you were gonna go that route. I was like, really now?
Pineapple Express. I don't know if I've ever watched that more than once.
Gasp.
This is off topic, but I feel like I haven't watched a lot of movies more than once. There's just too many movies.
Yeah, I don't know who can do that. There's maybe one movie I've watched multiple times, but it's Interstellar. I love Interstellar, but
I've never seen that.
Great.
Yeah, great movie.
Like I'll watch scenes. Like I've seen scenes over and over again, but like a whole ass movie, very rare. Except Nacho Libre. I think I've seen Nacho Libre like 40 times, which might explain some things about me, but who knows?
I just saw this TikTok about Interstellar, about I guess one of the scenes in a planet with the music. Every single tick is kind of like resembling like a year, like I don't know if it was like a year or a few years.
It's 7 years.
That is genius. 7 years. There you go.
Yeah. I've watched it many times and read many IMDb facts about it.
Wow, that's crazy detail right there.
Yeah.
Is that the one with Damon?
Yeah, where he's the bad guy. Not the one where he's the good guy.
Don't spoil it for me.
He might be thinking The Martian, though. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I've never seen either one.
That's the one with Matthew McConaughey, right? For,
Matthew McConaughey is the main one. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
I was confused as shit when he was talking to his daughter. I was like, wait, I'm not smart enough for this. Slow down.
John had to rewatch it just to understand.
Yes.
All right, back to superheroes. We're on to number 1, guys. And I cannot preface this one enough by saying this one is fucking weird. Like a goddamn road was behind this guy. So this hero has many different iterations, but the one we were focused on was created by Garth Ennis and John McCree. Gray? Whatever. His name is unknown, but his origin story starts as an average businessman who had a good job and a loving family. One day, while he was in an antique store, he was possessed by a certain type of welding equipment. Can you guys guess what this special welding equipment allowed him to weld?
A road.
A road. Him and Danny are best friends.
A hood.
No. You guys could probably guess a million times, but in the script I wrote, sorry, none of you are correct, because I knew you would never get this. The possessed welding equipment allowed our hero to weld dogs. That's right. I didn't misspeak. This man literally welds dogs to things and people.
Are they like robot? Or he?
No, they're regular.
Like
organic dogs. Like
petable with fur dogs?
Yeah, like your dogs, John.
Hey, that's kind of dope, though.
It is, yeah, it's weird.
When does that help anybody?
Well, I don't actually get into any of the stories, but I was reading on it. There was one story where he was, I believe, on the space station, and he had to weld 2 parts of the space station together. So he used his dogs and welded the space station together.
Wait, he used his dogs for what?
I don't know.
It's so fucking...
For what?
Yeah. So he is a DC character and has been on iterations of the Suicide Squad, and his powers are as stated. He has dog welding abilities, which is pretty self-explanatory. But I chose this version of Dog Welder because he also has a psychic connection and can speak through the dogs as if they are puppets.
I mean, again, that's not too bad of a power. I'd fuck with that power.
Yeah, talking to animals is cool.
He's not talking to them, he's talking through them. like a medium, because he's mute.
So the dogs are like, oh.
Yeah, the dogs are talking.
Wait, do the dogs actually they talk, or they're talking dog?
Like Brian from Family Guy talk.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he's Brian from Family Guy making them talk. Otherwise, what would the point be? I didn't read the comic all the way, so I don't know. But yeah. The only question I have to ask is, who hurt you, Garth Ennis, and why are you so doggone terrible?
Oh, brother.
I give that pun a K9 out of 10.
Hey, there we go.
Yes.
Sean hates every bit of this. We will convert you one day.
I'm fucking out of here.
So that is my list of 7 strange superheroes. We are not done yet, but if you want to tweet at us and let us know your favorite or least favorite, please do. But after the short ad break, we will present our own strange superheroes, and we will see who can come up with the weirdest one. So stay tuned and enjoy some ads.
This episode is brought to you by Our Weird World. Join me every Monday where I, John Henson, look at a lot of the stuff that you probably did not learn in history class. We look at random people, true crime, and some of the craziest events throughout history. Join us this month as we're diving back into Serial Killer September. Each week is going to feature a crazy serial killer, and some of them you may not have ever heard of before. It's always a fun time over here, so come check us out, Our Weird World, everywhere that you listen to podcasts.
Today's episode is brought to you by DB. DB is a Scandinavian brand that makes backpacks and bags to help people on the move stay ready for anything. From the streets to the peaks, DB's gear is travel tested by some of the world's best athletes, adventurers, and creators. Over the past decade, DB has designed and developed, released, and redefined the best bags in the market. With DB's patented hookup system, you are able to attach smaller products to your backpack, roller, or tote. When I'm traveling town to give my New Age sermons, I always need a good bag to hold my books in to make sure the right message is spread, so I know how important luggage is to traveling. Let's Start a Cult is teaming up with DB to exclusively offer our listeners 10% off your next purchase by using the code POD10 or going to the link in our show notes. DB, it's time to move on, time to get going. All right, we are back. I hope you didn't miss us, and I hope you bought some products from our lovely sponsors. Or not. I don't know.
Do we have those?
Well, I hope we have sponsors.
That's all Josh right there. Me and Sean were like, you get paid?
All right, yeah. So we are going to move on to our own weird superheroes. John, I gave you and Sean homework of coming up with your own weird superpowers and superhero. What did you come up with?
All right, I guess I got the floor on this one. It's not really a weird superpower, but hearing all these weird people that now, I would like to have the ability to control all of them. And with that, I am wanting to borrow the power from Kilgrave from Jessica Jones, or they call him Purple Man.
Okay.
And his abilities is pretty much have the power to convince, manipulate, and control others. And I would like to control all these quote unquote superheroes. I don't know if I'd use it for good, but imagine the wreckage that I can do. If I can have Frogman just in the middle of Manhattan or New York or some shit, right?
Yeah.
And he's just hopping the fucking around all over the place, landing on God who knows rooftop.
That's true.
Just
You would be a chaotic
just
hero.
the shit that he'll cause. and I kind of thought of a name because like I am a manipulative type of person. I would name my superhero Gaslight.
Oh,
Solid.
Nice.
Solid.
You fit right in with Safe Space and Snowflake.
Yes.
God damn it.
You know what? And I'm going to rename fucking Snowflake to Libby. I'm like, Snowflake, your name is Libby now.
That might be more acceptable.
And they'll have to agree.
Yes, they will have to. That's a pretty dope power. Yeah, I could easily see you going the other way with not being a hero and being a villain instead, but I feel you just get bored every once in a while and you switch back and forth. Yeah,
well, I could also like convince, what's that guy's name with the super digestive abilities?
Matter Eater Lad.
Yeah, God. That guy. So I'll pretty much like, go to all like the 5-star restaurants and just be like, hey, this meal is for free. And then we're just going to run them dry. We'll just eat everything together. He'll be like my buffet buddy.
You'll run business, run restaurants out of business.
That's how, well, actually I'll use his business prowess, and then just like, maybe, that'll be my grift. Just eat everything.
Hey, I'm the grift guy here. I guess I took your pun thing, so you can take my grift thing.
That's true. That's so fair. I can steal yours today.
It's a good trade.
You're switching gimmicks.
We're switching
I'm slowly
personalities.
Becoming Josh.
And I'm becoming John.
You see what I did? Like, I'm just like, you know what? I will be your cult leader to all these superheroes that are useless.
That's true. God damn, we'd get so many more followers.
Download our podcast.
Listen to Reddit on Wiki.
All day.
Share, rate, review. All right. Sean, what did you come up with? And do you think you'd be able to take John in a fight?
I wish I came up with a weirder superpower, but mine's pretty basic. I pretty much would do like control time, but just to make it not too OP, I would do like only control time within up to a day. Like you can go back 24 hours or forward 24 hours.
Groundhog Day. Tom Hanks.
Just to put a limit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and that's actually my superhero's name. It's Tom Hanks. It's not very unique. We're just going to roll with it.
That's a good one. I like that.
That's, you know what? That's not a bad power because, like, in the time it takes to like regret something, you could go back and change it.
It's like, have you ever cooked something and it's like, oh shit, like
Never.
this is too salty, but like that's too much work to eat something else or cook something else. You know what I'm saying? You could just rewind. Or if you're in a job interview, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking practical here. You
Okay.
really fuck up an interview, rewind, back at it again. Or, if you're really bad at sex, you just rewind it. You know what I'm
you
saying?
nutted too early. Rewind.
We're right
Keep
back
trying.
in it. You know what I'm saying?
Sean's thinking
That's
practical.
a blockbuster idea. Yeah. I
Oh
like that.
God, blockbuster.
The mighty Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks 2. Back
You
at it
should've
again.
You should have just named him Time Hanks.
Oh,
See, this is why there you go.
God damn, that's good.
Time Hanks is a good one. I
Time
like that.
Hanks. I'm in it. I'm into it.
Yeah, I went weird with mine. Well, it's not as weird as the road guy or anything like that, but my power was the ability to shoot bread out of my hands.
What?
Just shoot bread. White,
Why?
whole wheat, rye, doesn't matter.
Right?
Yeah, and I'd be called the loafer.
Jesus.
And my catch, or what would you call it? My tagline, whatever it's called. I'd shoot it out and I'd say, "You're toast." No?
For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. We'll see you guys.
Josh, you're better than that.
Oh no.
This might be
Oh,
our most pun-filled episode ever. Like this might break records.
Oh my god. Hey,
should-
Sean is just in a jam right now. He's just like, fuck this shit.
God damn it, Jam.
He's just like, I'm sending both of you to PB in jail.
Oh.
Jesus.
Off the dome, baby. Let's do this shit.
I want to clarify that I did not tell John about the bread thing before.
Nah.
He came up with all
He's
that
just
shit
the
on his
master.
own within a minute.
He's just the
Oh,
master.
yes.
Oh.
I am weedy.
Oh. Damn, I think you might have passed me in puns in that last 5 minutes of the episode.
Yes.
That is impressive
I live
and
for this
sad.
moment. Thank you.
That is it for our superhero episode. Let us know your favorite out of the three of us. Let us know who would win in a fight and who should be written out of existence. Whether it's Time Hanks, Loafer, or what was yours again? John?
Gaslight.
Or Gaslight. Please let us know if you like the episode. Once again, please review, share, download, send it to your friends, put it on a record, whatever you got to do.
Wow. Vinyl.
Vinyl. Press us into
Nice.
vinyl, please. And yeah, John, please tell us about your new TikTok account and any other shout outs you have.
Yeah, just want to say, again, thank you for everyone who's been leaving us reviews on Podchaser and Good Pods. I'm sure Sean has something to say on his episode, so I'll save that, but just want to say shout out to everyone. And as far as plugs, usually I don't have anything, but I would like to plug, me and my wife started a TikTok page. It's called Travel Fats. That's TRAVELFATS. My God, I cannot spell. We're pretty much chronicling all our food ventures all over Dallas, Fort Worth area, or wherever the hell we might travel. And also just want to quick shout out to, we have a friend that sells high quality Pakistani jewelry and clothes, and they're really nice. Check them out on Instagram. It's under beauty_by_Michelle. That's MISHAAL. And they also have a website, beautybymichelle.com. Check it out. They have a really nice inventory of Pakistani types of jewelry and articles of clothing. Really beautiful. That's all I got, guys.
Hey, he's finally got stuff to shout out. Love to see it.
Yes.
Nice.
And
Love to see it.
TikTok is bumping. I love the food you guys eat. It makes me hungry when I'm watching it at like in the afternoon, like right between lunch and dinner when you're just stuck at work. It's the worst time to go on TikTok, but I always do it.
This is why I want that metabolism superpower, my guy, because of the shit that I do.
Wait, you want a faster metabolism?
Yeah, so I can
Oh.
eat more.
I understand. Sorry.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But I'm hungry watching it. I don't want that power. Sean, let us know what you got to shout out this week.
Yeah, just shouting out my other podcast, Shots and Thoughts. You guys know the deal already. We learn something new every week. We take shots, we play games, we make the drunkest person reteach what we just learned. And yeah, you could follow us at SNTPOD on all social media. We got Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of that. Find us Shots and Thoughts wherever you get your podcasts. And if we're shouting out friends with clothing brands, shout out to my co-host on Shots and Thoughts, Chris, and the creator of our podcast art. For his clothing brand, it's called Day Off. You can find it at day-off.shop or on Instagram at day_off.exe. If you like anime and you like streetwear stuff like Supreme and Bape and Off-White and all that stuff, he has some stuff that you might like. So check that stuff out if you're into that.
Yeah.
Oh, just quick plug again. Just want to plug our collab episode at Shots and Thoughts. We talked about nipples, so just listen to that episode too.
Yeah.
An episode that we have no merit to talk about, but we did it anyways.
We talked about nipples.
We each have one or two. We don't have one.
At least, right?
Fair. Are you trying to tell us something, Josh?
Yeah. Awesome, guys. I don't have a clothing brand to shout out, sadly. You can buy our merch, though, if you want to, in our Linktree/Reddit on Wiki. You can go there and check out our merch. If you want to follow us, it's on Twitter and Instagram at Reddit on Wiki. Again, no spaces. Follow us. John's always shit posting on there, so definitely check it out.
I'll be getting likes, though, so shit.
It's solid.
Sure?
It's working.
Yeah, John is the most active person I've seen on Twitter. I don't know how he gets work done. He doesn't.
Tricked.
Yeah. But thank you everyone for listening to this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And I believe next episode is Sean's. So please enjoy that one. And I hope we are not reading anything this episode.
I think it's more safe next episode.
More safe. He says this every episode. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Peace.